Hi, my name is Pamela Mpishi. Welcome back to my channel. I am embarking on a series of the 9 things that are very important in a marriage. For a marriage to survive, you have to have the fruit of the Spirit involved, and there are 9 of them. And what are they called? They're called love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Now, these are very difficult to put in your relationship. The only way you can accomplish this is by being daily on your knees. Now, like I said, my name is Pamela Mpishi. If you have not yet subscribed to my video, please subscribe. I am trying to reach 1,000 and I have full confidence that I'm going to reach 1,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. If you like my content, what I post, don't forget to press the bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified and you can watch it. This is a series of 9. Today we are going to start with the first one. And the first one of this fruit is love. It is not for nothing that love is the first fruit. It's because love is the most important fruit of them all. Most relationships, they go bust because they confuse love and butterflies. They confuse love and curiosity. Sometimes you can just be curious about that person because they seem completely out of your league, and you just want to have them out of your league. You think out of greed that you need that person. And that is not love. Sometimes it's just an animal desire to be with that person, and that is not love either. Love is something completely different. Dr. Gary Chapman coined it with the 5 love languages. I want to tell you, this is going to be a short video, that unless you know your partner's specific love language, it is impossible to please that person. It's important that you know what love language gets your partner fired up, because we usually marry somebody who has a completely different love language from us. Now, there are just people, there is a primary love language and a love language that also gets them fired up, but everybody has one primary one. And the 5 love languages are receiving gifts, word of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, and acts of service. You need to know which one is your spouse's or your partner's love language, because if physical touch is their primary love language and your love language is receiving gifts, you are more likely to give them a lot of gifts, and now you're wondering why they don't really appreciate you, or why they don't jump up and down when you've just bought them this amazing ring, or you just brought home these amazing flowers, because that's something that would get you really fired up, but because you do not know that person's love language. Now let me tell you something. My husband's primary love language is physical touch. Yeah? And my primary love language is receiving gifts. We are completely different. In the beginning, when I didn't know his love language, I used to buy him a lot of stuff. I'd buy him a watch, I'd buy him clothes, I'd buy him a watch, and he would be happy. He'd be like, yeah, great, I love this watch. And he would toy with it, and he would put it in the cupboard, and it would accumulate dust in the cupboard. I'd buy him clothes because I love clothes, and he would say, great, he would be happy, and he would put them in the cupboard, and he would hang out in his same shorts, his same t-shirt, and his Crocs. And I learned bit by bit that that's not his love language. My husband's love language is physical touch, and that's his primary love language. And the other love language for him is words of affirmation. As long as I'm hanging out with him and I'm telling him what a great guy he is so happy. He doesn't need me to buy him stuff. So, and the thing is that I love receiving presents. I used to have a girlfriend. She keyed in very quickly without even knowing about love languages, she keyed in that. Got so excited when she gave me something. So every time she came to my house, she brought me, that time I loved champagne and wine, she brought me a bottle of wine, she brought me flowers, she used to give me silly gifts, and she always used to say, Pam, I just love how excited you seem when you're opening a gift. My husband also keyed in very quickly that I love receiving gifts. And there is nothing, it doesn't mean because you love receiving gifts that you are a lesser person than somebody who loves acts of service. It's just being different. My daughter, for example, she loves just spending time with her, acts of service. If you just spend time with her, it's enough for her. So if your partner loves acts of service, that's when they just want you to spend time with them, and you bring them flowers, or not because they don't appreciate flowers. Everybody appreciates flowers, but their primary love language. If your partner's primary love language is words of affirmation, they just need you to tell them all the time that they look amazing, that you need to tell them words that build them up. You will be shocked if your word is physical touch. You probably think your partner's love language is physical touch. So that's why couples, they don't gel as easily as they should, because they don't know each other's love language. It's important that you know your spouse's love language. I'm going to tell you this, it's even important that you know your child's love language. I have 5 children and they all have a different love language. Now, what is also so important to understand about love, especially in a romantic relationship, is that love records no wrongs. You have to understand that that person you love and you are going to love for the rest of your life is going to be an imperfect human being for the rest of your marriage, for the rest of your relationship. They will remain imperfect just as you are. Record no wrongs. Love record no wrongs. Every misunderstanding that you have in a relationship is a new misunderstanding. You do not recall things from the previous one. Yeah, but you said this and you did that and you did that. When it's finished, it's finished. When you go to bed, that problem is finished. The bedroom is where you start the day, the next day, afresh. You make up. So we're going to be looking at at all the 9 fruits of the Spirit, and this series we have started with love. I am just gearing you up because next one is going to be joy, but I want you to understand that love is different for every person. We all have a different love language. So before we even start looking at the other fruits of the Spirit, I want you to find out what your spouse's primary love language is and start giving them the love that fires them up. And if you think your spouse doesn't know what your love language is, you can start telling them. In fact, you can even buy the book. It's called The 5 Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. It's a very good book to have for people in a relationship. Thank you for watching this, and if you have not subscribed yet, like I said, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and look out for the next fruit, which is called joy. When there is no joy in a relationship, it is very difficult to sustain. And remember, marriage is for the long haul. So you had better know all the 9 fruits of the Spirit and implement them. So look out for my next video next Sunday. I love you, and don't forget to subscribe and to share this video. Bye bye.